Tensura. A monster and a human's love by edglord78. CH10 stats in alliance with Dworgen. Timeskip. It's been 3 months since the battle with the Orc Lord. After the battle, Rimuru then proceeded to name the 150k orcs while giving the leader the name of his deceased father, the Orc Lord, and was now called as Geld. It took Rimuru only 5 days. Thanks to him becoming a semi-spiritual being, thanks to Izumi, he was able to name them faster thanks to Great Sage. The orcs with Geld then started working on the town. Izumi, on the other hand, due to her sudden evolution during the battle, wore her soul down very much, which made her in a state of coma, which caused Rimuru and the others worry, but Great Sage told that she would wake up soon, so Rimuru just told the people that she was gonna wake up soon, which caused them relief. Rimuru's POV. Right now I am with Ranga on top of the hill looking at the village. It's been 3 months since the battle with the Orc Lord and everything is going well so far. So far our town has expanded rapidly very much. Thanks to the new manpower due to the orcs who evolved from orcs to high orcs while Geld became a orc king. Kaijin and his brothers have also been continuously teaching the others in the village, thanks to which we got clothes and tools, but we also have a aqueduct with flushing toilets and a sewage system. The bath I also requested is almost completed, which I can't wait. We also have started building roads thanks to my experience as a general contractor to solidify our relationship with the lizardmen and other regions. Overall the village was progressing well and had now become a town. I was proud of mine and the others' achievements so far. We must continue to work harder, right Ranga? Ranga. Hi. Master. To which I smiled but then quickly turned sad. I wonder when will Izumi wake up? It's been so long since I've talked to her. I was very much sad and felt a bit empty due to not being able to spend time with Izumi. Ranga, seeing me depressed, then said, Ranga, Master, you don't have to worry. Master Izumi is very strong. She will wake up soon, I am sure of it. I get surprised by Ranga's comfort, which caused me to pat him as a thanks, to which he started wagging G's tail. Thank you, Ranga, for comforting me. Ranga. Happy, it's nothing, Master. Well, we have been here for a while now, I think it's about time we go back. Just as I said that, I felt a presence which I sensed from Eternal Bond, which made my eyes widen in shock, surprise, as I felt this presence before. This. Ranga, seeing me shocked and surprised, asks, Ranga, is something the matter, Mast? Ranga, quickly take me to mine and Izumi's house now. Ranga got surprised by my sudden order, which I felt a bit bad on going with such rash tone, but now's not the time. Ranga. Hi. Master. Me and Ranga then descended from the hill before reaching mine and Izumi's house. I quickly went inside and my eyes widened in happiness and shock. Izumi. Izumi kept looking at me weakly with her eyes, which looked very tired, before turning to me. Izumi. Rimuru, you. Ru. I then quickly hugged her tightly with slight tears rolling down my eyes. Izumi, thank God you're okay. Izumi. A few moments ago. Izumi POV. Waking up slowly. Gra. Where am I? I was confused, my head felt light and my body was weak. I don't know where I am. What is happen? Just then I remembered I was fighting against the Orc Lord, but while I was about to finish him I fell unconscious. What happened with the fight with OORC Lord? I was confused. Just a few moments ago I was fighting the Orc Lord, but now I am somewhere else. That's when I realized. Wah. This is mine and Rimuru's ho. Use. Now I was even more confused. Why am I at mine and Rimuru's house? I was questioning myself, but that's when the door opened and I saw a person whom I immediately recognized. Rimuru. Izumi. Rimuru, you. Ru. Just then he hugged me tightly, which caught me off guard, but the next words he said confused me. Rimuru. Izumi, thank God you're okay. Back to present. 3 POV. We see Rimuru, who's still hugging a confused Izumi tightly. Izumi. Rimuru. What happy? Rimuru. Kisses her. Izumi. Surprised and blushing, but also kisses back. After 5 minutes they break the kiss while Rimuru places Izumi's head in his chest, which Izumi snuggles on. Rimuru. You don't know how much I missed talking to you. Izumi. Confused, what do you mean? Rimuru. You suddenly went in coma during our fight with the Orc Lord. Izumi. Confused, DC, can you explain to me what happened with our fight with the Orc Lord and why are we here? Rimuru. Sweat drops about da. Rimuru then explained to Izumi about all the events which happened which made her get shocked very much. Izumi, I was in a coma for 3 months. And I have become a chancellor of the forest. Tries to say loudly but is very weak. Rimuru. Yay. We all were worried about you, when you suddenly went in a coma. Izumi. Sad, forgive me for making you guys worried for me. Rimuru. Sighs but then tightens his huge it's not her fault Izumi, you evolved into a thing called complete saint, which was unintentional, it's not her fault. Izumi. Smiles weakly Alrig. Just then Izumi's eyes went wide in shock and realization. Izumi. Rimuru, what did you say I evolved into? Rimuru. A complete saint, why? Izumi then froze in shock. Rimuru. Panics, hey. What happened, why are you so shocked? Great sage. Notice, it's due to master informing her of becoming a complete saint. Rimuru. Confused, is it really that much of a big deal, and what even is a saint? Great sage. Saints are terrifyingly powerful individuals. The immense energy along with strength they wield, in combination with their spiritual nature, give them the potential to stand on even footing with true demon lords and true chosen heroes. As awakened spiritual lifeforms, they host souls strong enough to potentially possess ultimate skills as well as extremely long-lived and resilient bodies. Rimuru. Shocked and flabbergasted, wait. Saying Izumi's is potentially strong as a true demon lord and a true hero after becoming a complete saint. Great sage. Hi. Rimuru was very shocked. This was shocking news after all. Only a few individuals were as strong as demon lord and true heroes, which Great Sage informed him about. Rimuru then recovers from his shock, then asks Great Sage. Rimuru sad face, I see. Is there anything else? Great Sage. Indeed, saints are further divided into 2 groups which are known as incomplete saints. Incomplete saints are those who have awakened and become spiritual lifeforms, but whose flesh has not yet ascended to the same status. Incomplete saints, while possessing greatly boosted energy and abilities, can still said to only be enlightened physically and possess the weaknesses inherent to the human race such as needing oxygen. The time needed for a saint to complete this process varies depending on the techniques and talent of the individual, ranging from hundreds of years to mere moments. An incomplete saint can temporarily surpass their limits and gain the status of a complete saint if empowered in certain ways, such as by God-grade or near-God-grade equipment, via special skills like magic flame transformation and divine berserker, or by unifying with an elemental lord. Complete saints. Complete saints are those whose body has matched their mental awakening and become almost entirely spiritual in composition. They're freed from human limitations such as needing air, food or rest, and they have complete and total control over their body and its functions, able to stop their bleeding and close injuries through sheer willpower. Despite their body being complete, it has not yet transcended the material entirely and still bears a mortal lifespan, albeit an extremely lengthy one. Only the most powerful among saints have the potential to go beyond the flesh entirely by achieving divinity. Rimuru then gets even more shocked by this info. Rimuru sad face, you're telling me Izumi has the potential to achieve divinity? Great Sage. Hi. Rimuru. Sigh, I got a monster of a girlfriend. Rimuru says to himself. Rimuru sad face, well, this is good after all. Having Izumi this strong will help us against conflicts, but I have to protect her as she's too weak as of now. Just then Rimuru realized something. Rimuru sad face, hey Great Sage, due to the unique skill Eternal Bond, can you check on how strong Izumi and I are as of now? Great Sage sad face, hi. I can master, would you like me to show you the stats? Yes, no. Rimuru sad face, well, why not? Yes. Great Sage. Command a probe showing individual Izumi's and master stats as of now. Great Sage. Name. Rimuru Tempest. Race. Slime, half spiritual being. Gender. Genderless. Age. 8 months. Height. 5'8". Classification. High Dysastor. EP value. 898,754. Unique skill. Great Sage, Gluttony, Degenerate, Eternal Bond. Extra skill. Magic Sense, Swordsmanship, Magical Enchantment, Danger Sense, Black Flame, Black Thunder, Shadow Motion. Shadow Manipulation, Mind Eye, Foresight, Parallel Existence, Water Blade, Water Manipulation, Fire Manipulation, Black Flare, Steel Thread, Paralysis Wave, Poisonous Wave, Thought Communication. Magic. Elemental Magic. Resistance. Stab Nullification, Thermal Nullification, Pain Nullification, Poison Nullification, melee nullification, magic resistance, holy magic resistance, spiritual attack resistance. Intrinsic skills, ultraspeed regeneration, mimicry. Great Sage. Character name, Izumi. Race, human saint complete. Gender, female. Age, 18. Height, 5 feet 7. Classification, low catastrophe. EP, 1,800,000. Unique skill, Analyzer, Reactor, Eternal Bond, Martial Master. Extra skill, Magic Sense, Swordsmanship, Magical Enchantment, Danger Sense, Black Flame, Black Thunder, Shadow Motion. Shadow Manipulation, Mind Eye, Foresight, Parallel Existence, Water Blade, Water Manipulation, Fire Manipulation, Heavenly Flare, Steel Thread, Paralysis Wave, Poisonous Wave, Thought Communication, Storage. Resistance, Stab Nullification, Thermal Nullification, Pain Nullification, Poison Nullification, Melee Nullification, Magic Resistance, Holy Magic Resistance, Spiritual Attack Resistance. Magic, Elemental Magic. Weapon. Name, Emerald. EP, 200k. Grade, High Unique. Great Sage. That concludes the report. Rimuru. Rimuru was left speckless by Great Sage's report. Rimuru's sad face, how am I this strong? Izumi herself is a monster. But it's to expected from her. But why am I this strong that I just jumped one class? Closing parenthesis. Great Sage. Due to the unique skill Eternal Bond which both Master and individual Izumi possess. Master was able to become a half-spiritual being which boosted Master's magical capacity and made Master stronger. Additionally Master was able to get the following resistance and nullification which individual Izumi possess. Rimuru. Embarrassed, oh yay. I forgot about that skill. Great Sage. Sigh. Rimuru. Well this is shocking but it's good to know about how strong we are. Rimuru gets interrupted from his thought with a kiss from Izumi and lips. Rimuru. Surprised, what was that for? Izumi. I've been calling you for 3 minutes now and you didn't respond so I kissed you to make you come back to reality. How could you forget about me while I am here and think about something more? Pouts. Rimuru. Sorry, I was just a bit shocked by how strong we are. Izumi. Confused, what do you mean? Rimuru. You know about my unique skill Great Sage, right? Izumi. Yay, what about it? Rimuru. Well, I asked for our stats after the battle and let's just as you know what, never mind, let me just show you. Izumi. Confused but nods. Rimuru then shows Izumi her stats which makes her shocked that they both are this strong, especially hers as she is now a catastrophe being. Izumi. I see what you mean now. But to think I would become this strong, will I be able to defeat Hinatani now? Rimuru. Yay. By the way, you seem weak now, why is that? Izumi. Well, unlike you monsters who possess regeneration which can heal our soul, we don't, so that's the reason I am so weak, as my soul has a huge burden. Rimuru. That makes sense. Just then Rimuru asked Great Sage. Rimuru. Hey Great Sage, can you somehow give a regeneration skill to Izumi? Great Sage. Notice, using unique skill Eternal Bond and with the information with ultraspeed regeneration which has been stored inside Great Sage, it's possible to create and pass down the skill ultraspeed regeneration to individual Izumi. Would you like to give individual Izumi ultraspeed regeneration? Yes, no. Rimuru's sad face. Yes. Just then Izumi feels a lot better to her surprise. Izumi. Rimuru, what did you do? Rimuru. I give you one of my intrinsic skills called ultraspeed regeneration thanks to Eternal Bond, but it's thanks to Great Sage it was possible. Izumi. Surprised, I see, well thank you. Rimuru also say thanks to Great Sage for me, will you? Great Sage hearing this is a bit surprised but just stays silent as usual. Rimuru. Laughs a bit, I will. Rimuru then turned serious. Izumi. What happened? Rimuru noticing Rimuru's serious expression. Rimuru. You're not leaving this house for now, just rest, you get that? Izumi. Comedically surprised, HHEY. Hey. I am a complete saint now, I don't need to eat, drink, breathe, and I don't need rest. Rimuru. But her soul is still tired. Even with ultraspeed regeneration it will take some time. Izumi. But I have not been outside for 3 months. Rimuru then placed his hand on Izumi's head and activated sleep mode on Izumi. Izumi instantly falls asleep due to her soul being very tired even after the coma due to the burden. Rimuru kisses her in the lips before placing her in her pillow. Rest well for now, Izumi. Rimuru then starts to leave. Rimuru sad face, are you sure that would have made her fall asleep? Great sage. Hi. As the command was sent directly to her soul thanks to eternal bond. Rimuru sad face, I see. Rimuru then leaves the room leaving a sleeping Izumi. Ranga notices Rimuru master. Is everything alright? Rimuru smiles everything's fine Ranga I will explain everything by the evening. Ranga confused but just nods hi. Master. Sui. Lord Rimuru. Rimuru surprised what is it Soe? Soe. Lord Rimuru there's 300 Pegasus Knights in the sky approaching the town. What do we do Lord Rimuru? Rimuru surprised well let's go and meet them bring the others with you. Soe. Hi. Lord Rimuru. Rimuru sad face well things got serious now. Closing parenthesis dot. Rimuru then turns to Ranga. Rimuru. Ranga let's go we have some issue. Ranga then nods before Rimuru gets on Ranga to meet the 300 Pegasus army. Underscore. Time skip. After Rimuru and Ranga leave, Rimuru, the Kijins and Kaijin go there to meet Gazel. In which Gazel wanted a fight against Rimuru to see if Rimuru was a evil being to which Rimuru accepted. In the end Rimuru won easily thanks to him becoming a disaster rank monster he was able to counter all of Gazel's move and was able to defeat him which caused him to become a bit shocked and pale on how strong Rimuru was while the guards were shocked. After Gazel confirmed Rimuru was not a evil being AP Logis to which Rimuru accepted and Gazel was surprised when he saw his old mentor to which he was extremely happy to meet the man who taught him the way of the sword. Underscore. 3 Pav. It's currently night time and Rimuru greeted the visitors with a feast for their arrival and they were having fun. Rimuru. I see. So you came here to investigate a group of monsters who defeated the Orc Lord. Gazel. Stoic attitude yes to determine if you were a friend or foe. Rimuru. I see. Gazel then turned serious. Gazel. Rimuru. Would you like to make an alliance with me? Rimuru. The Kijins, Rigurd Rigyur and Ranga who were enjoying suddenly turned towards them at this proposal. Gazel then replied. Gazel. If you were to gain control over everything in this vast amount of forest you could accumulate wealth and power even above Dworgen. At such a time you do need a nation to back you up. Rimuru. That would be fantastic but, nervous. Rimuru then turned towards the others to see their expression. Rimuru then turned to Gazel. Rimuru. But that would mean you would be recognized this random gathering of monsters as a nation. Gazel. Yes, both sides are sided to gain from this treaty and the profit will also be considerably high. Rimuru. Sighs before smiling well I have no reason to not accept. The Kijins and Rigurd in the room were about to celebrate. Rimuru. But. Everyone in the room then looked surprised focusing their attention solely on Rimuru. Gazel. Confused, I don't see a problem did he see something I didn't? Gazel. What is it Rimuru? Rimuru. You see. I would accept but I can't take the decision alone without the discussion of the second chancellor of this forest and leader of this town. Gazel and the royal captain named Dorf were surprised by this while the monsters in the room went a bit down. Gazel. Realizes that someone is missing since he arrived Rimuru it's not her I am thinking about right. Dorf. Confused about who my lord. Rimuru. It. Rimuru then gets interrupted. That would be me. Everyone in the room were caught off guard by the entrance of this person. The monsters were at first shocked but quickly became happy. Meanwhile Gazel just became more stiff and in shock. Dorf meanwhile was confused on who this person is. Dorf. May I ask you are? Right my name is Izumi the second chancellor of this forest but you may also know me as Izumi, the hero, Meadow. Dorf. WWHAT. Dorf upon hearing who Izumi was shell-shocked that a human was a chancellor of the forest and that not a regular one but the strongest adventurer. Meanwhile the monsters were very happy but a bit surprised that Izumi was a hero but quickly forget it after seeing her. Shion. Gets up and hugs Izumi-sama I am so glad you're awake, crying comedically. Izumi. Panics you don't need to worry Shion. I am not planning to make you all worried for me again so PLS stop crying. Benimaru. It's good to see well once again Izumi-sama. Benimaru said while bowing his head slightly. Hikuro. Smile Shoho I surely didn't expect this to happen today but this sure is not a bad one. Ranga. Jumps on Izumi making her fall while Shion gets out of the way in time but is pouting. Ranga. Licks Izumi happily master I am so glad you're awake now. Izumi. Laughing I am fine now Ranga you don't need to worry. Shuna then walks to Izumi before giving her a small hug which Izumi gave back. Shuna. Smiles. I am very happy to see you well Izumi-sama. Izumi. Thank you Shuna. Soe. Bosim glad to see you well Izumi-sama, but may I ask when did you wake up from her coma? Gazel and Dorf were a bit surprised that she was in a coma. Izumi. I woke up today morning Suizan. Soe. I see. Rigard. Crying heavily Izumisama. I am so glad finally awake. Izumi. Sweat drops. It's fine Rigard. Well something's never change I guess. Rigyur. Smiles. I am glad fine now Izumi-sama. Izumi. Thanks Rigyur. Kaijin. Laughs. I was wondering when you were about to wake up. You had us worried you know. Izumi. Embarrassed. Well it's not my fault you know I sent in a coma. Kaijin. I am just joking while laughing. After some time of getting back with each other we see Izumi sitting in front of Gazel and Dorf while Rimuru is explaining the situation. Izumi. Surprised I see. Well I have no problem with this. Rimuru. Smiles. Well that confirms it we would like to make an alliance with you Gazelson. Gazel. Stoic but happy good. But what's the name of nation? After this question Rimuru and Izumi turn a bit pale inside. Rimuru and Izumi sad face. I forgot about that. Rimuru sad face. If I were to take one from the forest and from me. Rimuru. How about Jura Tempest Federation? Gazel. Jura Tempest Federation huh? It's a good name. Shion. Gets up. That's our great Rimuru. Rigyur gets up. Also then our nation will be called Jura Tempest Federation and our town must be known as the capital of Rimuru and Izumi. Izumi who was quietly drinking a glass of juice coughs down at her name being mentioned. Izumi. Wait I did not agree on that. Rimuru. Yea we did not agree with that. Izumi and Rimuru tried to protest as it was too embarrassing but failed. Izumi sad face crying internally. Why is my life full of embarrassment? Wait. Now that this town is recognized as a nation. Wouldn't that make me ruler? Oh no. I am already tired with taking care of this town I don't want to become one it's too much headache. While Izumi was depressed over her situation Gazel then suddenly asked. Gazel. It seems like all the decisions were made so. Gazel then puts his hand forward. Rimuru and Izumi seeing this just smile and shake their hands to which everyone cheered at as it confirmed the alliance was been made. Gazel. By the way I have two questions I have in my mind. Rimuru and Izumi. What is it? Gazel. What's both relationship? At this they both blush. Izumi. About th. Shion. Lady Izumi and Lord Rimuru are lovers, says innocently. Rimuru and Izumi. Shocked. Shion you don't say that like it's a normal thing. Closing parenthesis. Gazel and Dorf get surprised by this that a monster a human are in love but leave it quickly. Gazel. Laughs in amusement hahaha. I didn't expect that. A monster and a human together is not something you come across often. Dorf. Indeed. Izumi and Rimuru then blush heavily before Gazel turns a lot more serious, which they both find confusing. Gazel. That aside for now. For my other question for Izumi. Since her arrival I have been feeling you were a lot more stronger than before when we first met. Why is that? Izumi. Awkward laugh haha. I may or not have. Gazel. Raises his eyebrow may or may not have. Izumi. I may or may not have becomes a complete saint so I am as strong as a true hero and a true demon lord now. Gazel and Dorf. Shocked beyond belief what? The monster in the room were surprised at first but then becomes normal. Shion. Says proudly it's to be expected from Izumi-sama. The monsters in the room agree with her. Izumi. Sweat drops I broke them didn't I? Rimuru. Sighs you sure did. Just like that the alliance had been made and everyone is cheering whilst Gazel was thinking. Gazel sad face, it was a good call to make an alliance with them. Izumi. The hero, Meadow, herself before becoming a saint was a calamity class individual. I don't know how strong she is but I can for certain say she's at least a low tier catastrophe rank individual. To think she would evolve into a complete saint. She is for certain at the level of the demon lords as of now. Having such a ally is certainly a good thing for Dworgen. Hey! To have support of the Meadow, by pure luck while other nations were willing to pay her large sums of money for her to work for them is certainly a bonus with this alliance. Rimuru also, is a monster he defeated me quite easily I'd say he's about a disaster ranking now but still there's a lot of potential in him to grow. How terrifying. Gazel then puts that thoughts aside for now and just enjoyed the small feast to celebrate their alliance with Dworgen. And just like that, Rimuru and Izumi were able to make an alliance with Dworgen, which would definitely leave a mark in their history of their nation.